Hi beautiful people, again we're going to be talking now on advanced clearing energetics. This is Anu Mehta. Advanced clearing energetics is a new technique which was taught to me by my teacher Richard Fluke. I am a trainer in that technique in India here today, and advanced clearing energetics is all about basically going back in time without any kind of hypnosis and dealing with the trauma that you had back in time. So most of the techniques that I am talking about deal with the trauma. They are therapeutic techniques. What is different about advanced clearing energetics? Advanced clearing energetics believes that when a trauma happens, it hits your heart, it hits your brain, and it hits an organ. The trauma is remaining between these three organs, that's the heart, the brain, as well as one of the organs. So these three places which are hit, almost like if you took a stone and threw it in the water, you'll have a ripple effect. Similar ripple effect is formed on the heart, on the brain, as well as on the organ. Now, to dislodge this trauma, you got to go back and talk to these three areas, which is the brain, the heart, or the organ, heart, and the brain, in whichever order, it does not matter. So you could then ask your client to go back to one of these spaces where the trauma has been held. So ask your client, where do you think the trauma is held most? And your client will tell you that I feel that the trauma is held more in this area, maybe my heart. It's a guesswork. It's a heart, it could be the organ, or it could be the brain layer. Once you fine tune, once your client has fine tuned as to which area the trauma has been held onto, the next thing is to ask your client, what do you see there? What do you smell there? What do you hear over there? What do you feel over there? What are the touches? What is the smell? What's the taste? And what are your thoughts that are imprisoned over there? Invariably, people are very visual, very audio, and they can see some things and they will tell you. So they will tell you, hey, my dad is screaming at me when I was 2 years of age. Oh, you can see your dad screaming at 2 years of age. Yes, I can see my dad screaming at me. Fine. Now fine tune from that into the visual. But over here, we're also bringing something really interesting. And what we're really bringing interesting over here is the higher self. So we go through a little meditation in the system where we connect the your top, that's the top chakra, to the higher self on the top, and we connect your feet right to the ground, to the Mother Earth. And so all your chakras are in alignment now, and we work with what is called the inner light column, which is supposed to be right behind the spinal column. Now, actually, you imagine that you can really see the inner light column of the other person, and you're working on him just as he's working on himself. So when I'm saying, okay, you have got this father figure connected at that area, and the person says, yes, I can see it. Okay, let's ask the higher self to come up, and what are the emotions stored there? So let's say the child says the emotions, or the client is saying the emotions held over there are all about sadness. Okay, so we ask the higher self to help us to take off all the cords of sadness from here. And very interesting, we just get out of the equation and ask the higher self to help us. Now these cords, these cords could be coming from back in time. They could be codependent cords, which means you need them because they are dependency cords, or they could be cords coming from ancestral background, or they be cords coming from epigenetics, or they may be cords coming from a trauma from somebody else's energy. So very interesting question that we ask people is this really your energy? And 50% of the time people say, that's not me. I never reacted like that. That's not my behavioral pattern. I never get angry like that. So you can ask the help again of the higher self to deal with this. So it's a very interesting technique wherein not only do we deal with the trauma that's in the epigenetics, in the hereditary, that's in the genetics also, but also with, let's say, the story of black magic, the story of entities. Everything can be dealt in one small package. And we are not coming in between the healing, we are asking the higher self to do it. The results that we've got with this are so amazing, and this technique is so simple. In fact, it's so beautiful that every time I go to use another technique, somehow this just crops up, and I'm compelled to use it every time and get great results with my client. If you want to learn advanced clearing energetics, do connect with me, Anu Mehta. My blog is anumehta.co.in. You could also connect to me on my phone number 9930898116, or you can email to me at anu.metamedicine@gmail.com. Thank you. Keep listening. Bye-bye.